And since then, a lot has happened, and
Actually, since then we kind of dropped the ball a little bit.
yeah, summer happened, time went
And the
fast.
vacation.
Yeah.
And the books. Look behind you. This happened since last time we were
Yeah, that's the
online
best
together.
part for telling. It's how many books have you
I
released
think
since
we
I've
have
last seen you?
11 or 12.
11,
I lost the count on Amazon.
It's a good problem to have.
I have I think 23 or 24 on Apple,
Wow.
and 52 done.
My goal is to even read this amount of books this year. Forget about writing them.
Let's do this.
So-
Once a week in common line, say, hey, I read this one, it's very good, and this is
Yeah.
why.
We're going to start a Dr. Back book club, which is not a bad idea.
So what you want us to cover today?
I don't know. I think we just instinctively jumped on camera. And now we're here, so the creative juices are flowing, but I think today was important to jump on camera to document me and you creating energy out of this room. Going forward this year, may there be lots of new content, lots of growth, and lots of engagement with the community.
Let me cut you a little bit. For the
Cut
number
me
of
off.
time that you tell me I have to go genuine, I have to go raw, uncut.
Yeah.
Like to tell the people what's really happening here behind the curtain.
Yeah.
What's going on and why you keep coming back.
Why I coming back because you're a longtime friend, and I love the chaos. I love the creativity, and genuinely, I don't know anyone like Back. Dr. Back is, since the day I've met him, I've needed time to understand the level of productivity, discipline, energy. It's amazing. But I went for dinner with Dr. Back last week, and we were talking about his brand in the last 2 years. And I said, Back, every week you come out with a new book and a new announcement and a new event, and it's always good news. And
he thinks that it's obvious.
no, if anything, I know it's true. I'm here to see it. But you know, from another perspective, I told Back that when the standard is always up here, and you're on social media, and you're always expect to see, oh, Back, a new book, a new big announcement. Sometimes we get so busy in our lives that we don't check in and we don't tune in. And when I walk into this room and see all these books, I think the community at large gives Dr. Back a lot of credit for being a disciplined writer. I think this year is going to be the year that even myself, we dive deep into this content and really see what's beyond just these beautiful covers and names. So that's the authentic behind the scenes.
I don't know what to respond. Usually I don't go wordless, but I don't know what to respond to this. Thank you.
Now it's actions, now it's execution. We got to pop open each book day by day. We're going to read page by page to the audience. And
But you know, this is funny. It is easier for me to write a book than to read a book, even one of mine.
Yeah. Because it's become instinctive.
To write, it's when you're in the zone
Yeah.
or the flow or call it, or you have inspiration. It's empowering to write. When you are just reading, it's like you have to force yourself to something. It's like you have a wall of procrastination and then the wall of trying to get focused.
Yes.
And I experienced this because at the beginning of this month, I have to work on one of my old book with a friend of mine, and it took me a week just to try to find the motivation to open that book. As soon as I start, I have to read it and rewrite it. The reading part was the hard part. The writing was easier.
It was hard to go back and read what you previously wrote. And this is the book with you and Jonas that you're
No, that's the
challenging
book
him,
with
or?
me and Dr. Jean Dessert.
Oh, beautiful.
Me and Jonas, you know that we did announce something last
Yeah.
Thursday, and out of a joke on the screen say, how about we finish by Monday? I'm not done. I finished yesterday. I did push a little bit because it was just funny, and it was just funny to see the face of Jonas
Yeah.
saying that, okay, now I have to deliver. He didn't even call me since.
Yeah, he said my he's there over the keyboard going.
I'm so much
Jonas.
fun. I mean, if you guys are looking for the secret to keep overachieving, is have fun.
That's the best part about it.
Have fun doing so.
Yeah.
Big announcement. Since last time, we did work a lot. We will pull our heart and soul out
We did.
for a project called EAX,
Yes.
which I think if it is giving the right kind of result, will change the way that people consume books.
Yeah.
We're gonna make reading cool again. This is the cool part. And I'll let you announce it. But what happened since?
Well, since we had a huge project and we had the full strategy and we put our heart and soul and we produced it and we were ready to distribute it. And over the summer, even the test of time was put up against us, but yet today you could log on to Apple Music, Spotify,
all the major platforms.
There you go.
All of them.
And you can access that today, so it's really been a journey. It wasn't just putting the production together, which that's a story and a half, but it's now available. So going forward this year.
And you know what is hard here is to have a book for sale online is something that many people have done. We have created a new category, and we have achieved to have it streaming. So the big announcement here is people can go stream it for free if they have the membership of Apple or Spotify.
Yeah.
And this thing is to the next level because it's broad. Everybody have access to it.
Yeah.
They just need to know about it.
There's no resistance. You in 3 clicks could access it and have it playing on your phone for free if you have that subscription. So there's no more excuses. You have to try that 2-minute clip, see if it clicks, and if it doesn't, keep on listening.
And Manny, the idea behind the EAX, which stands for Enhanced Audio Experience, it's that today, unfortunately, I like to write books. It feels good to hold one in your hand. The thing is, we don't read anymore. And say whatever you want, this is something that, I don't know why, but people tend not to do anymore, even myself. And you know that the business community has found books, but then you have another problem. Under books, if somebody's reading the book for you, but if you are not an auditive person, you cannot concentrate for more than 15 minutes. This has been proven. So a third of the population only are auditive people, and 2/3 are visual people. So say, big deal, suck it up. Take a book and read it, but they won't. So mainly what happened for the last decades, it's the book has shrunk slowly just to the people who are very motivated to read or the people who are auditive. So with the EAX experience, what we're trying to do is to appeal to the visual cortex when you're listening and to reopen the joy of reading and of entertaining to all people who like either you're visual or auditive and you're too lazy to read. That's another way for you to consume the book. And we did that on Check the Work on the Dental Chair.
Yeah.
Which is a boring book.
No.
It's mainly my journey trying to explain why I should become the next entrepreneur of the year for Ernst & Young. So it's very condensed. It's my story, but it's a business book, and we made it into a narrative.
Yeah.
On that, I have to say, you give me sex appeal. You gave me sex appeal. I look cool
I
now.
remember in those very moments driving to Toronto as this book was happening.
The picture was his.
It all began at the right timing. But yeah, from the imagery to being behind the scenes and producing an audiobook where every 10 seconds feels like the most intense part of the best movie that you could imagine, that's EAX. So I think it's a matter of people having to just test that 2-minute, 3-minute, clip, and then asking themselves, what do I think about this?
But let me turn the table around and ask you, what did you feel the first time I asked you to join in the project?
I had to open up a new part of my brain to even conceptualize what this would be, because I've never seen this before. Even myself, who's
actually,
a producer,
to see.
I'm in content.
There's nothing to see.
There's nothing to
in
see.
the air.
But even to conceptualize, you took an existing genre of content and then revolutionized it. There is no just standard audiobook with monotone reading and one subtle soundtrack. We've spent tens or hundreds of hours obsessing over every 5-10 second window and what you're feeling, what you're envisioning in your mind without any pictures.
Actually, we're 2 movie makers, and let me tell you that it was harder for us to work just on sound than on image and sound. On paper, this is cheaper. Tell me the truth, it wasn't cheaper at all.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And if you could only imagine Dr. Vac and I behind closed doors going, what could you envision at this very moment?
I miss those moments.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
It's the beauty of having a blank canvas, and it's up to you, right? When you're two people and you have this common mission to make this final product. We had no clue, you know, at the very beginning. You had lost your project throughout this whole process. You were almost there, lost it. It almost seemed impossible to make this happen. And now we're here.
All major platform, all of them. This is the amazing part. Go look for it. Change the word from net to share, or you can
get to the next level on a distribution standpoint, on a content standpoint. That same story you could tell differently with the right mood and the right content along with your voice. So stay engaged, guys. Speak to us about this, because going forward, this is just starting. This is the first chapter of this.
Because I think this is the hard part now.
Enough.
We have to look at which one will be the next EAX.
Yeah.
And then I have to go read it.
We should make a poll. We should make a poll out of everyone that's kept up with the books up until now. What book do you want to see next on EAX?
Hey people, it's really an amazing journey, and you can start from nothing, and just because you believe in it and you put time, energy, it's amazing where it can lead to. On this, I think that the hope I'm carrying and also that I'm sharing with you is believe in yourself, believe in your dream, don't stop. Some people will tell you that it's not possible. Some people say, oh man, this is so cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
Find those people, connect with them, and have fun. Anything else you want to add?
Sometimes it's yourself that's saying that you can't do it. You know, just to go back a few minutes ago, there was a slight comment made, but before Back and I jumped into this project together, this project had been pre-produced and it was at a certain extent completed. And at that very moment, Back walked into his office and that project was gone because the laptop, everything was stolen. So just knowing Dr. Back, this is not the first time this has happened to you. You've hit huge speed bumps in your life. And you know, you find yourself at a certain point, it's you happen. So to
but
see
now
that
that
process.
I think of it, I think that because you're a friend of mine, because of that, we took the frustration and said, no, this has to be great, not good, great.
Yeah.
And we blew it out of the water completely.
Yeah.
I still have the both version, the demo of the first one and this one, so, and it's not even the same product.
Yeah.
It's my voice, same book, it's not the same product at all. It's like a movie straight to video and a blockbuster.
Exactly. Chapter by chapter. We're like, oh my, wow. It got better and better. But you know what? You got to go through the bad to see the good and to appreciate it. And it's usually a circumstance like that. Something bad happening, it's up to you to decide, are we going to just let this go and disappear? Or are you going to take something and turn it into something?
But actually, you know, you're in your 20s. You
What
can
do I
say,
know?
yeah, this is going to be bad and good. I'm 42. I've seen enough bad. All I want is the good now.
It's coming
The
from both
easy,
ends
the
of the
good, that's
spectrum.
good. And the bad, I don't even see it anymore. I'm kind of used to it. But I still want easy, fun, and good.
Yeah. May there be much more of that.
And I'm going to use the few minutes we have left to officially invite you. I'm at my 52nd book. I'm looking for the title of the next one. And I'm hoping that in the near future, there's going to be one called EAX with your name next to mine.
Da, da, da. He left it to be on camera with me. Yes, may that be a beautiful reality. I got to get my discipline level up to compete with Dr. Back, because he set the bar very high, but it would be an honor to write a book with you. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, change the word from nature. Have a wonderful day.
Bye, guys.